The Ecowas group, meeting at an extraordinary closed-door meeting in Ghana, says the military regime's delay in pushing back democratic elections and a return to civilian rule is totally unacceptable. Financial aid to Mali is also cut, along with the freeze of Mali's assets at the Central Bank of West African States. Cami Nedelec explains.
Mali's neighbours are playing hardball. West Africa's main regional bloc will impose sweeping economic sanctions after the Economic Community of West African States met to decide whether to accept the junta's offer to hold elections in December 2025 and remain in power as a transitional military government in the meantime. Mali had originally agreed to hold elections next month.
La prorogation de la durée de la transition à 5 ans préoccupe l'ensemble de la région ouest africaine. Autant nous sommes conscients de la complexité de la situation de ce pays, autant nous pensons que toutes les réformes politiques, économiques et sociales visant la refondation du Mali ne pourraient être conduites que par des autorités démocratiquement élues.
Ecowas has decided to close borders with Mali, suspend all trade with the exception of basic necessities, stop all financial aid and freeze the country's assets held in the Central Bank of West African States. A travel ban on all members of the junta and their families will remain, and their assets frozen. Mali has been ruled by military junta since August 2020, when the democratically elected president Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta was ousted from power by the army. Colonel Assimi Goïta then took the reins, but in response to the threat of ECOWAS sanctions, he installed a transitional civilian government and promised elections in February 2022. However, the tables turned when Goïta forced out the interim civilian government, consolidating his own power in a de facto second coup.
Niagale Bagayoko is the head of the African Security Sector Network, and she joins me now from Paris. Niagale, thanks for speaking to us. So, first of all, why is ECOWAS taking such a strong stance on Mali now?
Because it seems that Mali has got much beyond what was acceptable in the eyes of the regional organization, which is a proposal to hold elections in 6.5 years after the coup, which happened in August 2020. This delay was seen as purely acceptable by all African leaders, who might also have feared to see all the coups to happen in their own countries. So there was definitely a need to stop this kind of provocation as seen by the African leaders.
Niagale, it seems like we have a slight sound problem, but we're going to just go ahead and try to push on. Do you think that these strong economic sanctions will be enough to actually change things in Mali at the moment?
If you look at the reaction from Malian authorities, definitely yes. And also, if you look at the reaction from the population, Malian population themselves, because in fact, a first set of sanctions, very similar to this one, was already taken just after the coup which had ousted President Ibeka, and the population suffered a lot from those sanctions. So yes, definitely, they are likely to make a lot of harm, both to the government, to the state, to civil servants, and to the population at large.
All right, Niagale, thanks so much for that. Niagale Bagayoko, the head of the African Security Sector Network in Paris. Now, in the United States, New York